So recently, I said that I was going to make an update video on William Control, and here is that video. And I think you can tell that I'm doing this pretty off the cuff. I have other videos planned as well on George Floyd, so I just want to quickly make this video. Okay. And also, please note that I'm not recording this under a blanket right now because it's so fucking hot. So there might be some audio issues here and there, but I'm not fucking putting on a blanket over my head. It's too hot. So in my last video about William Control, which I titled William Control is a Predator, I talked about 3 particular women in that video: Jude, Lily, and Eden. And I can't recap all 3 of these women's stories, so I'm just going to recap Jude's story. So Jude was 18 years old when she got in a relationship with William Control, an extramarital relationship, when she was 18. And William was 33 years old, 15 years older than her. She was also a big fan of William, and that is an important thing to note as well. This is not just baseless allegations. No, this is something that William himself confirmed in his video. Here's the clip.
So the first woman I want to talk about, her name is Jude, and she's from Atlanta, and her real name is actually Jessica. But I met Jessica in Atlanta at a show. She was introduced to me by a mutual friend. She came up to me and she put her panties in my pocket, and when I said, "Oh, well, thank you. How old are you?" And she told me she was 17, and I said, "Don't talk to me until you're 18." And she didn't. And after she turned 18, we started, a relationship. And years later, now it's been years, she claims that, because she was young and impressionable, and because I was 15 years older than her, I used that age gap to coerce her, which doesn't really make any sense to me.
So in that video about Jude, William talks about the Twitter account of Jude, where she was talking about her story. And on her Twitter account, she posted this. She says, "Here's the black bleeding eye that William Control gave me. I will remind everyone that you cannot give consent to grievous bodily harm in United States." And I am going to play this video. Again, if you're sensitive to this, please close your eyes and do not open them until I start speaking again. Okay, here's the video. And this is something that a 33-year-old man did to an 18-year-old girl. And I acknowledge that they were in a BDSM relationship. However, it is very important for us to note that she was never allowed a safe word. By the way, I was never allowed a safe word. Asked for one, wasn't allowed it. Tell me how doing something like that dangerous with no safe word is okay. Never have I claimed I didn't ask for it. I did. He was 15 years older than me. I was a teenager. And what he did was abuse. I was young and impressionable, and he took advantage of that. I was not capable of realizing at the time about how I was taken advantage of. It's pretty simple. And anyone who's into BDSM will tell you that safe words are really fucking important. Especially considering that Jude was unexperienced with BDSM. She had just turned 18 at the time. Another interesting thing to note about this video is that in the video about Jude, William never mentions that whether he used safe words or not. I cannot play you the clip in which William addresses that because it doesn't exist. Like he just didn't talk about it. Now, a lot of the criticism that I've seen from that video is that, oh well, nothing really legal now happened to William now, did it? And I would respond to that by saying, I don't care. I don't care whether it was legally okay or not. This was not morally okay. It's not okay for a 33-year-old man to get in a BDSM relationship with an 18-year-old girl who also was a fan of him, so there's already a power dynamic there. She was unexperienced with BDSM and he claims that he was experienced, but somehow, for some fucking reason, he didn't allow her to use a safe word, even though anyone who is into BDSM will tell you how important safe words are. And this is something that I noticed from the criticism that I got from that video. I put criticism in air quotes, by the way. None of them actually mentioned the fact that, oh, Jude was never allowed a safe word. None of them mentioned it. You know, that's an important part, and they just didn't mention it at all. I scrolled through like all the comments, I believe, and I didn't find a single instance of a person actually like try to justify William not using safe words. No, none of them mentioned that Jude was never allowed a safe word and she went through this. And again, close your eyes if you're sensitive to this and don't open them until I start speaking again. That is morally fucked up. It just is. I know that legally speaking, certain things in BDSM is considered under gray area. I know that, but I don't care whether this was legally okay or not. This was morally fucked up. Now, about Jude's case, I don't know what happened to Jude. I can't reach her on Twitter. I can't reach her anywhere. Yeah, I don't know what happened to her case. I don't know whether it's closed or not. So yeah, there's that. I hope that that cleared up at least some of the things that I talked about in my video. But I'm pretty sure that William's stands are going to fucking downvote this. And it's perfectly fine. So the reason why I'm making this video is to give you guys an update. And the update is that the Old Press article on William Control, the case against William Control, that article has been taken down. This was taken down quietly. There has been no statements released by Old Press about the reason why it was taken down. It was just quietly taken down. Or the Old Press didn't release the statement, they just quietly took it down. And I don't know why. And I am pissed off at that. I need some fucking answers. Why the fuck was it taken down? I don't know. However, because of that, I'm not going to take down my video on William Control. And the critics of me would say, well, why the fuck aren't you taking down that video? You know that the Old Press article was taken down. So why aren't you taking down that video on William Control that you made? And the answer is, I did not use the Old Press article to talk about William Control and his victims. I did not use that because I fucking know that is the first thing that people are going to point out in my video. That, oh my god, it's just allegations. There's nothing that's confirmed. These are just allegations. I know. That is the reason why I did not use the Old Press article, because I know the criticism that I'm going to get if I did that. I knew that was going to be the case, so I did not use the Old Press article to talk about the relationship of William with his victims. I used the article to talk about William Control and his relationship with his ex-wife, which is very well known that he cheated on his ex-wife multiple times. That was the point that I was trying to establish. And yes, I have updated the description and the pinned comment to say that. Okay, now let me go through some of the criticism in quotes that I got from that video, because this is I have no words for this, honestly. I don't know. Okay, so one of the criticisms that I got from that video is, oh my god, Jane, you didn't talk about this particular victim. And look at the shitty things that they did. Oh my god, look at them. I didn't talk about that because the video wasn't about them. Did you even watch the fucking video? I talked about 3 people specifically. I talked about Jude. I talked about Lily. I talked about Eden. I did not talk about Stormy. A lot of the criticism, and criticism in quotes, that I got are people bringing up other victims. And it's like, bitch, I didn't even talk about them. What the hell are you talking about? As you can see, I'm in a very bitchy mood today. Another criticism in quotes that I got, this comment, they're saying that one girl actually got her photos posted to the Tumblr blog without her permission. Again, I did not talk about that. Those things may be real, but that has nothing to do with the point of the video itself. That has nothing to do with the point of the video. And also, another criticism that I got is, Jean, you didn't do enough research. You didn't do enough research. You didn't do enough research. And I'm sitting here like, I legit talked about what Jude said, and I talked about what William said, and they both confirmed each other's story. What the hell are you talking about? I legit showed the victim's side, and I showed William's side because he has also made videos on this. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you fucking talking about? I talked about the victim's side and William's side. Another criticism that I got that is similar to the last one are people saying that, well, he debunked this, he has talked about this before, he has talked about this. And it's like, exactly. Exactly. And that's why I go through the victim's story and I go through William's side as well. So, it reminds me of Jeffree Star and his stance, honestly. Just because Jeffree Star has talked about Darby Vanity in the podcast with Keemstar and has talked about this on Chris Hansen, that doesn't mean that, he has debunked all of this just because he has talked about it. In fact, he has dug himself a bigger hole by talking about this. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Jeffree Stans, who keep on fucking repeating, this is old tea, sis. This is cold tea. All of them say that, it's debunked, it's all false information. He debunked this, he has debunked this. But none of them can actually point to a specific point in that video and say that, hey, this thing that you said is false. This is something that has been proven to be false. None of them can do that. And it's so annoying, yet I know why they do so. And think about it. Just think about it. If I did say something false in that video that was like, hey, this is false, bitch, you're lying here. This is proven false. Here's the truth. If that was really the case, the comment section would have been filled with people who are trashing me for saying something that has been proven to be false. If that was really the case, then that would be the reaction I would see. But no, all I'm seeing is people saying that, hey, what you're saying is false, and he has debunked this. It's all just a lie. This has been proven false. But none of them can actually point to a part in that video in which I say something that's false. None of them can do that. And that is how I know that the video that I made was actually pretty good. Like, what I mean by that is I have gotten good at judging how my videos are perceived by the criticism that I get. And in this case, the criticism that I got was, well, you didn't do enough research. But none of them, I repeat, none of the comments actually point out in that video that, hey, what you said here is wrong. Here's the timestamp. This thing that you said was wrong. None of them did that. All of them said that I didn't do enough research, but none of them actually pointed to a timestamp in that video and said that, hey, this thing, Jean, this thing was wrong. And that is something that I found really fascinating. And the reason why they can't do it is simple. Because they can't. They can't do it. I know this is, oh my god. I know this is just one comment. But oh my god, this made me mad. I don't know what this comment is trying to say, but I got notification for this comment. So if you guys don't know this, if there are any channels out there with over 1,000 subs, I get notification on my phone that, hey, this person commented under your video. And I got notification for this comment. This comment says, "This has become insane. Know what a safe word is, but there is outrage. 18 years old. This is Karen outrage." Oh, what? Oh, yeah. This 18-year-old who was in a relationship with a 33-year-old, and this 33-year-old did this to her. Again, close your eyes. Oh, yeah. That's Karen outrage. That's Karen. That's Karen outrage. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know what are you talking about. And I'm not gonna read the whole comment. I'm just gonna mention this end part. So no, I will not wear a mask when I go outside. And it's sad you're influencing many healthy people to do so. Don't be like her. Just don't be like her. Please wear a mask when you go outside, and if you're going out to protest, please stay safe. Now, another criticism that I got from that video is, oh, you're throwing Webzilla under the bus. And all I did was say that Webzilla should have done a little bit more research into this. This is a case of predatory behavior towards the end. That's it. That was a little comment that I made. That's it. That's all that I said. I didn't say that in an accusatory tone or anything. That's all that I said. And I got a couple of comments saying that, hey, you are dragging Webzilla into this. I am not. I can simultaneously think that Webzilla is a good content creator and think that he didn't do enough research in this department. That's all I'm gonna say. One of the criticisms from that video was, so you're out here condemning him for doxing Lily, but you're leaving in the bit where he says her real name? Yikes. And yes, that is true. I did not edit out Lily's real name when William says it in his video. And I don't think that that's doxing. First of all, her first name is public at this point because William revealed it to thousands of fans. William literally titled his video The Truth About Lily, but instead of, using the word Lily, he used her real name. So, if you're gonna be mad at somebody, you should be mad at William for making it public. So, let me just tell you this. In that video about Lily, there are two doxers. The first is her real name, her real first name, and the second is her Twitter handle, from which anyone can find her first real name and last real name when she is not a public figure and she used an alias to talk to the Daily Beast. From that little information, if you had just watched my video, there is no way that you can identify Lily in the real world or even on Twitter. You can't do it. The main problem that I had with William was that he revealed Lily's real name and revealed her Twitter handle so that anyone can now find her. And that is a problem because she is not a public figure. I repeat, she is not a public figure. All she did was talk to the Daily Beast about her experiences. She did not spoke up about this on her Twitter. All she did was she talked about this with the Daily Beast using an alias. And William shared her real name and shared her Twitter handle. That was my problem with him. Now, if I had left in the part where William shows Lily's real Twitter handle, yeah, that would be wrong. I would give you that. But the information that I showed in that video, you cannot identify who Lily is in the real world or on Twitter, so I don't think that that's doxing. I just want to point this out because this is so amusing to me. People who are so concerned about me showing the clips where William talks about Lily and reveals her first real name, people who are concerned about that can't actually defend what William did there by revealing her real name and her Twitter handle when she is not a public figure and she used an alias to talk to the Daily Beast. They can't actually defend it. Oh yeah, so this is perfect. What do you do when you can't actually defend the point or the person that you're supposed to be defending? Oh yeah, you accuse the other side of imagined hypocrisy. That is an age-old tactic to just accuse the other person of being hypocritical and not actually defending the point that you're supposed to be defending. That is an age-old tactic, and I would suggest that you guys look out for it because there are a lot of people that use that tactic, especially on Twitter. So yeah, that's all that I have for this video. Like this video if you liked it, comment your thoughts down below about what you think. Sorry about the audio quality. Again, I am not fucking putting a blanket over my head, it's so hot. The apartment that I'm in is so fucking hot and the air conditioning wouldn't work. Okay, sorry about rambling about that. Okay, like this video if you liked it, comment your thoughts down below about what you think. Subscribe for more videos. And yeah, please wear a mask when you go outside and do not touch your face.